Supreme Divine Rising. You already know the vibes, and I am not rolling up this little bit of mulling real quick so I can build with y'all. But we gonna get into it. Y'all see the title, the reasons, as soon as you understand, right? The reasons that we're here. Disappear. Oh, nah. The reason that we're here. The reason. Oh, ah. Let's get into it. You already know the vibes, man. It's Naka, yo. About to get into this.
Hey. With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Nagas rising cavalry. The netters are my battery. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netter instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me, connected to my astral being. I summon other beings, all facets of me. Magician carve my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back from Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me is do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Nagas rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Netters are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Nagas rising cavalry. The netters are my battery.
That should be fire, yo. Shout out to Sunshine Monet L. Less Noodles on YouTube. You already know the vibes. Less Noodles on YouTube. Shout out to Queen. She made that for me. My affirmations to enjoy my day. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know, she drop affirmations every day. And the mathematics, you already know the vibes. So go to YouTube, find Sunshine Monet. You know what I'm saying? And get that daily. You know, it's on my heart right now just to show some love, because you know what, I don't really study people. I did listen to a few brothers coming up though, you know what I'm saying? Like Phil Valentine was one of the brothers I listened to. Bobby Hemmett was one of the brothers I listened to. You know what I mean? And a few other brothers, I like their style, you know what I'm saying? I really don't remember their names. I never really got into Dr. Malachi Z. York, you know what I'm saying? Like I never had a chance to, even though I heard his name in different aspects, and I heard other people speak his teachings, like Polite, some Nuwapians and shit like that. I would hear it, you know what I'm saying? But this would be like probably the last 5 or 6 years, you know what I'm saying? But my whole life, since I came on this earth, I always spoke knowledge or ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, that's what we are. So what I tried to do is, because I always had an affinity not to believe in people. You know what I'm saying? People lied so much. And even when you started hearing the stories back in the day, you know, about, you know, anything spiritual, religion, even old stories that happened within tribes and shit, you would always see that it was a transgression. There was always somebody in there fucking some shit up. You know what I'm saying? That was a normal for me. Like I always knew that. And I didn't like that. And then you would watch like cartoons and shit growing up, and they would always tell you good will always win over evil, right? You know what I'm saying? So as a kid, I really believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, good gonna always win. And then what solidified that thought for me is when I was in school, right? And in science class, I'll never forget this shit in science class. They was talking about the Big Bang, which we know is not what that is, but they was talking about when creation was happening, it was positive ions against negative ions, or black, what they call a dark matter or whatever, like what they tried to call dark matter, or they thought they can comprehend dark matter to be, even though dark matter is in everything. They were saying that the sum of the value of positive energy that was in the universe was one positive over a negative. So they were saying the Big Bang caused the positive and negative effect. So this is why positive will always win. So as a kid, that solidified as a thought to me, like that's what it's supposed to be. Even science says that shit, but ultimately I was a child. I didn't know science was retarded. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that they didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. And then people around me didn't think the way I did, you know what I'm saying? So I had to actually like put on this type of front as a child, because I couldn't digress to the thoughts that I wanted to talk about. And if I started talking about shit, they'd be like, yeah, he just talking nonsense. He talking crazy. That's how they would always downplay me or whatever. The so-called family that I had around me or whatever. So it'll only be an outburst that I would say some real shit that people didn't want to hear, because I paid attention. They'd be like, you ain't grown. That's what they would say to me. You ain't grown. Stay in a child's place and shit like that. I'm going to teach y'all something today. And it's like solidification of knowledge. Like, this shit is crazy how divine, or even in religious aspects, divine tells you to don't deal with the boastful energy. You give the praise to the creator of all things. And then it also tells you to be thankful for everything that comes to you, good, bad, and indifferent. Everything that you got to experience, be thankful on all levels, right? This shit hit me like a rock. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody hit me with a dirt bomb. We used to play dirt bomb too when we was kids. Like me and niggas, I was growing up in the hood. We used to like get dirt bombs, and we were like you know, a ball of clay that's solid. We'll beam your ass with that shit. Like we'd be in between the railroad tracks. We throwing the damn dirt bombs and shit. I ain't like playing because I ain't like getting hit. Then I'll be wanting to fight, but I still play sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because I ain't want to get hit. Anyway, veering off the point. Being thankful for everything good, bad, and indifferent wasn't telling something. It was telling you something, you know what I'm saying? And regardless what takes place, you never know the heart of a person. And I'm going to show you how much the universe loves you, how much divine loves you, right? Whether you know it or not. It's almost like if we was playing a video game together and I knew you was getting your ass beat on that board, and I took the controller from you and I beat it for you. So the things I started doing, you'd be like, what you doing? Like, you thinking I'm messing it up, but I actually beat it for you. Well, divine, knowing that you don't know, knowing that you weak in the flesh, weak in the perception, weak in the understanding, you know what I'm saying? Your eyes can't see through false understandings that people produce and shit like that. What divine do is he allow these people to be at the best of their ability while they with you. So whatever that is, your energy is going to illuminate that. It's almost like smoking weed, and you smoke weed and then all of a sudden everything is enhanced. You know what I'm saying? I'm a natural essence of the universe, so why wouldn't I enhance you? Especially the value of what I am. I'm the living water. I got water in me. You see what I'm saying? I'm the living altar. You give to me, I give back to you. It's 360 degrees. It's natural reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? This shit was crazy. I'm sitting there like, yo, this is some ill shit. So automatically, I'm naturally going to make you feel like that, because that's my essence, because I'm still lacking in this physical body. I'm lacking. Me agreeing to that is the value. So now what happens? The manifestation of truth. You become everything that you are. Talk trash in my face. You stab me in the back. You do your spells. Whatever you think you people out there be doing. You do all that, right? And then you know what you're doing because everything is orchestrated. You're showing the universe that you're not the one to play the role that's supposed to continue that particular frequency to do whatever. You're showing that. So then the universe sets it up as a stage just for me. Sets it up as a stage just for me. Now I get to watch it play out. Now the universe said, look, I got something I want to show you. But if I show you, I can't have you tripping. I can't have you all in your emotions. I'm showing you because I need to show you what you don't see and how to see and what don't seeing looks like when you get the chance to see the parts of the picture that you looked at, but you didn't see what was taking place within those pictures through your eyes. So let me show you what that is on this understanding. The reason why I was talking about different brothers and stuff in the beginning to start is because energy frequencies are always being picked up, you know what I'm saying? And it was dope to hear that the brother, some of the stuff that people were saying that he did, you know what I'm saying? Like how far his reach went and what he did, it was just, it's dope, you know what I'm saying? So salute to that brother, you know what I mean? But some of the things that the brother was saying, that I was listening to him saying, I have valued them, or I had dreams, you know what I'm saying, of certain things that were similar to some of the things they were saying, like I would have dreams. And I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. And that shit just made me think, I wonder if we can send frequencies out to each other and actually pass this information around, you know what I'm saying? That's just a thought I had, because going to listen to his story, right? Listening to his story and then seeing how things played out and then listening to what the brother was saying in his story, it was dope because it started manifesting in the understanding in my mind, and it brought me to this actual way of looking at something, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn, even in the heights of the greatness, the deception has to play a part in order for you to know the parts that are playing. How else you gonna know? I can show you in all your totality of your acts that you great, and you know that you great because I formulated you. That's not even a question. That's like saying you don't got complete understanding about the creator first and foremost. You just choosing yourself. So it's levels to this choice of understanding, right? How well you are taking in yourself, how well you are given the graces of boastfulness and being led astray by your own actions, right? Knowing that it's a creator of all things, regardless of the value, the system will allow you to get to understanding of you sending this love and being where you think you need to be for certain situations, and then automatically show you the people mastermind themselves around you. Now, this is going to be the true version, whether you ready or not. So you got to hold your emotions, and then you get to see what these people really like by the way they treat you. So now you take all those punches, bang, 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 bang. You taking all those punches. You like, all right, the fight over now. You clearly understand what you're dealing with. Now, the memories and shit start coming through. You start remembering how you felt when the situations was initialized. You start remembering the things like, yeah, I was feeling like this when this took place. So this is the face I gave off. This was the naivete, supposedly that value. When in retrospect, you just giving love. See how they cross-reference a value of what you are in all those aspects. It's like, I'm not supposed to turn off what I am, but I'm supposed to be aware of that face that's looking at this face that's not responding to it in reciprocity. Why you ain't see that reciprocity instead of being forth going to allow? See, allowance is the reason that took us from the divinity. What you standing on? What you standing on, son? Like, it should be so crazy. And I'm like, yo, better overstand, and then you see like a ripple effect of things just taking place, falling apart, falling away, while they hide their secrets about themselves, still manifesting on a falsity. Like, how do you even do that? What you standing for? See, most people standing just so they can sit down later. Don't let that go over your head. You standing so they can sit down later. And this is why I stay to myself a lot, because I always wondered, even when I was younger, everybody be with crowds of people and all that. And I wondered how more powerful it can be if you was in self-preservation. And Divine was like, oh boy, you asked the right question. There was nothing more important to me than me wanting to teach this knowledge to my youth. And people got in the way of that. I ain't blaming nobody. But certain things in my life that took place, it deterred the value of what I wanted to manifest. Unbeknownst to me, I'm still diving deep into these waters to pull out whatever useful, righteous understanding that allowed me to go forward purposely. But yeah, I understand that now. So it's almost like it's not even guards for me. It's not even having a guard. It's just being more myself. Being more myself with a rhetoric to the value of, I don't think you deserve it. Why would I sacrifice myself for somebody who don't deserve it? Like, I never did nothing wrong to somebody who didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that go over your head. That was in King of New York, if y'all remember. So just let me think about it. And I laugh about those things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm nonchalantly talking about something right now that's going to sound like it ain't even heavy. But to the most of y'all, it's going to be dumb heavy, because you don't look at life like that. You just got your hands open. You just waiting to receive. So whatever come with that, you're willing to do. In destruction of yourself. Yo, it's crazy like that, B. It's crazy like that. You dig? Hold on. My chicken legs. Chicken legs. Oh. I was sitting there in the Indian style. That shit got my knees hurting. I got to stretch more. Anyway. You know, a person is only going to be who they are. You know what I'm saying? But everybody going to lie to try to obtain some shit. That fake it till you make it vibe. We don't need people like that around. I don't want you faking shit around me. I want you to be serious. And I want my team to be more serious about my idea than me. So therefore, it carries, the wheels carry themselves. You know how if one tire blow out, you can still roll a little bit for a little minute because it's holding the weight of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we got this shit twisted. I'm even hearing, like, it's crazy to hear our culture respond to people like other cultures just because of oppression. Like, you've been oppressed, so you start talking like other people. You even respond to other cultures how other cultures would respond to you. It's like you can naturally see that the ooze is inside of certain people. Like, damn, yo, you got that juice. You got that juice in you. Got that juice in you, son. You know what I mean? That should be crazy. And I always thought it was more the minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mind should be more powerful enough for you to outsmart any particular value and still feel courageous to whatever aspect that means for you. But ultimately, I can't explain that for nobody. I just know the circumstances that people go through, there's allowance time. And that allowance time is where you feel naive at lack thereof of what's really taking place. But it's two faces that are being seen there. And that shows on an attention level, like how much or how well you're paying attention to a particular value. So automatically, if I notice that I'm expressing a level of unconditional love to an individual, and that's my facial expression at the moment, but then yours is a little slick slide and you're separating from the value. Why wouldn't that individual want to share that reciprocity with me? Why wouldn't you want to give back that love with me at that moment? How do I, in my mind, solidify that me giving you love is separation to a value? Me giving you love is separation to me being able to enjoy that with you if we are in item. See, these concepts of reality don't go far from the concept of you not understanding how to love yourself or how to see that you need to be loved in the same retrospect. Oh, yeah, we about to turn it up, yo. We about to turn it up. Support the stream. You see it at the bottom of the page. Support the stream. You know what I'm saying? You got Cash App right there. You got PayPal. Support the stream, sweetheart. You know, because the queens, I understand. You know what I mean? Most of y'all was raised by scarred fathers. You know what I'm saying? That wanted the best for his daughter. Or most of y'all was raised by scarred mothers that had a hate for their father. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, boys and men. Boys and women, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Boys and women, like we, boys and girls. Got me out here like anyway, if y'all don't know what that is, that was from Fat Albert. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I say got a real meaning, even if the slang tough. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say got a scientific value, even if the slang rough. Like I'm a whole nother dude because I was born in 79, but I came up through the 80s and the 90s. So I'm a different breed. That's why people don't be understanding me. You know what I'm saying? But niggas who know, they be like, yo, some be going off. They be like, some be talking, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, you know what I mean? Just know, yo, that be the value. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have something to understand. Like manipulation ain't supposed to be the main value. Like if that's your title for success, that you was able to outsmart somebody, you know what I'm saying, by taking a value of making them believe a feeling just so you can obtain something personal for yourself, you destroying somebody's aspect of gaining divine understanding on unconditional love. That's a crime. To me, that's a universal crime. You know what I'm saying? And people like you need to have penance done to your life. You know, you need to have a lesson learned because you stepped in the you did something you weren't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. That's just what it is. You don't do it to people who can't help themselves. You teach them in the best ways possible. You know what I'm saying? And the world don't never understand that, but that's what we bring. We bring a level of teaching that nobody didn't even plan for your existence. And when it hits you, sometimes that love feels so indifferent. It's like, oh my God, what was that? What is that even happening? I don't even know how to accept that. Are you talking trash to me? You disrespected me, but it was so true. I don't even know what to do, but I can't hate you for it because come on, man. I don't make this up. That's what I say. You got to really be in the trenches doing this stuff. And you ain't gonna talk to 200 people in the room and get paid for that and have the same effect. The ones that really listen is the ones that's out there that ain't nobody trying to talk to, who ain't got nobody, and every day they go through their life and don't know what's gonna happen. You know how many brothers in my life that I done ran across since I've been doing this shit since I was a young teenager. I mean, like 12, 13. You know what I mean? Niggas I done ran across since I was like 12 or 13, up into 44 right now that I done dropped jewels on. They find me later in life and be like, bro, I remember what you said to me 15 years ago. I remember what you said to me 20 years ago. I remember what you said to me 25 years ago. Facts. Facts. Remember what you said to me 20, 30 years ago. I'm 44, so I was 15. Or 14. It used to be like that when Boys in Hood came out and they had the dude in there talking about they be like, yo, ain't nobody want to hear all that preaching, Sharif. And niggas tried to throw that label on me real quick. We don't want to hear all that preaching. Sharif. When I was in high school, you know, we ran across the 5% understanding or whatnot, attributes and learning and whatnot. all that. But for me, it was solidifying my connection with the divine personally. And when I opened up myself to receive that, that's when I started receiving everything. I didn't know shit when I was a teenager. I just was speaking from my heart and what I saw. And majority of the time, it was power coming out of that. Like if we form together, we can do shit like this. It's just obvious. You know what I'm saying? Propaganda plays a role, and people don't understand how propaganda misplaces your mind. You know what I mean? The whole world is indoctrinated to the value to be the slave master. That's why the term mastering right now is actually relevant, and it's messing up even the values of most people who are in some form of trying to teach concept right now. You thinking you running people. You supposed to be liberating people. You know what I'm saying? And if people don't remember me, I'm the one that was doing God of Awakening Gods a minute ago. When a brother down in Georgia, I can't remember where he's from down there in Georgia, but he was getting my videos, putting them on his stream. God of Awakening Gods. If y'all ain't heard about it, yeah, that was me. And if you heard about it, then you know that was me. Naga been out here. I was Ariel Naga El. You know what I'm saying? Ariel El Shara Moore. Ariel Naga El. Naga Neta. Nupa Nuku. Nupa Nuka. Those are all my attributes I kind of grew through. And the name just kind of came to me. And it's not going to stop. This is about self-awareness. How much of yourself are you aware of and the actions that you allow to take place in your life? And there's nothing wrong with that, but the universe love you. The creator love you so much is willing to show you destruction without destroying you. And the only thing that be attached to that is you. You are still attached to it. Like if you're going to hold on to, no, I didn't want it to happen that way. Yeah, that means you ain't pay attention in class. It means, yeah, you missed the whole semester. They was teaching you everything the whole time, but you ain't want to end. So at the end of class, you was mad because you ain't see everything that was happening. Nah, that ain't me. I'm sitting there like, oh, this episode 2, word, binge watching, facts. I'm like, oh, snap, word. They like, yo, how do you sit there and go through that? I wouldn't have sat there and go through that. Yeah, because you're not the student or the teacher. I love being a student. I go into student mode real quick and just let you run off. Go ahead, do you. Divine showing me exactly what I need to see. So therefore, that choice that I might have made at that circumstance has become a course in my life. This is raw right here. You ain't gonna get it no clearer. I don't know what else to tell you. Y'all can do whatever the fuck you want to do in this world. I don't give a damn. Ain't no weapon ever formulated. You wasted your time doing nothing. For real, you know what? I walk mad far before I walk short. So the struggle that I'm carrying had nothing to do with a person that brought forth. This is me before. I always walked the long path, the long road, because there was always something at the end of it. Ask anybody who ever knew me, they'll tell you, I seen this nigga walking 15 miles a minute ago. Seen this nigga in the country somewhere trooping. You better ask somebody. Ain't nothing nobody ever did to me. You probably just experiencing a level of my life you ain't know that I would be in. Who more tougher than to go through the toughest aspect of self? You scared? Not me, so I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna go there. That's what I gotta do. I'm gonna go there. You ain't doing nothing but sending me to myself. People don't rationalize what's rational. You too afraid talking about, oh, this is what I think. You know why? Because you carry those fears. I don't carry that shit. Better ask about me, and people always knew me to be where? By my damn self somewhere. All over the motherfucking place. So when I was ever scared? See, this is called cognitive dissonance. When people promote a value just to get safe or to save face. Promote a value to get safe. You need a blanket. Anybody who ever knew me knew I brought it to them. I went and got it. I was one of the first niggas going to get it. Is you crazy? I mean, literally. My truth stand on my actions. It ain't never stand on a conversation. Other people talked about me. They still do, and I really don't give a fuck at the end of the day. Because I'm not sitting there worrying about that shit. I don't think about yesterday. I don't think about the last time I shit. I wiped my ass and kept it moving. But see, the world make power off sequels. Y'all like that. Where the part 2 at? That's in your fucking mind, yo. That's called imagination. That shit don't be real. I got to, man, look, at the end of the day, it's always somebody gonna be out here bullshitting. But the day I give you more power than I got to worry about keeping going to the process of where I'm trying to say, I got goals I'm trying to meet. Even if motherfucker knock me all the way down to the crumbs, you know I'm gonna take them little pebbles and I'm gonna rebuild. You lie, cheat, steal, do something to stop me. You ain't doing nothing but making sure you not gonna be there next time. Ain't nobody never called no shots in my life. I maneuvered around what people said to do what the fuck I wanted to do. And if it got harder, I did it even more. I played chess, not checkers. My whole life. I don't give a damn. People always told me what I wasn't going to freaking do. How you going to tell me what the hell I can do when I was already doing it? Only reason why I didn't go nowhere because somebody came in and said, we want to stop him from doing what he's doing. That ain't got nothing to do with me being a failure. Well, fuck what people think. I really don't. That's why everybody tried to be like me at some point in their aspect. I ain't care about none of that shit. Yo, do you? If that makes you happy that you don't like yourself, then that's a fucking problem you got to deal with. I don't care. You can't steal shit from me. It's my existence. I'm still the progenitor of the shit, and people who know me gonna be like, yo, all praise due to the Most High. I ain't got time, yo. It's fury and fire, yo. It's fury and fire. I ain't even done yet. I got mad shit. I've been talking this way since I was a kid. This ain't no, oh, you heard somebody say some shit. Nah, this been me since I was little. I wish my grandfather was living right now. He'll tell you this nigga been talking like this since he was 4 and 5. Looking at my grandfather's land like, yo, when I get big, I'm going to build me a city. That shit was in my DNA. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. Shit get ill, yo. Like, I'm like, yo, I understand why people do what they do. It's just because they not a part of you. So the only way you truly gonna understand what not to give love to is to watch them be their true self. And the only way you're gonna get, only source you're gonna get to actually do that in real time is the divine. All praise due. So that means you got to shut the fuck up and let the motherfucker that you chose to be them. Shit ain't solidifying to a thought. Like my grandfather used to be like, let it be. Stop trying to control, let it be. And I'm like, damn, I am letting it be. You're not really letting it be though. Shut up and let it do it. If you're willing to do all those things, I'm willing to sit down and watch this shit play out. Because now I get to know exactly what not to fuck with. The only other option to that is for you to be right. And if you be right through the whole thing, there ain't no scheming. Because I'm on point. So now the battle ain't about if you can if you're gonna be the one to shit me. The battle is if you on game and if you recognizing that motherfucker on point. See, it's as quick as a motherfucker can be manipulating to a value, you can be manipulating into not seeing what the hell they doing. You can act like you don't see it. But in the same time, when you're not responding in what they're doing, you know what you're leaving? A space where inertia is supposed to take place. You know, an action with an action. So when that action take place, you leave a space right there. So what come back? Nothing if I don't throw it. So I let you bounce off your own wall. Boo-boo the fool. Talking about what's going to happen. Ain't shit going to happen because you ain't reading the newspaper. You ain't got the newsletter. You ain't got the newsletter to understand, overstand nothing. You just out here doing shit trying to prove. How you trying to prove when you the proof? Better get back to knowing who the fuck you is and stop trying to be somebody else your whole life, hating because you think that your shit is soft like that. You still reminiscing on old days and old ways and don't know how to get forward past that. over there like, yo, this is some form of a lack. But it ain't when you see everything that look like you in the same tin cone that they call black. Yeah, none of that. Trying to get y'all to wake up, woke. Like what's my man Malachi drop? He said, woke. Be woke. He said it first. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody could be shy to say these values. We are the value. But still, I know my tether go all the way to the source. Light points be supreme thought, supreme being, supreme light. I manifest the knowledge for wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? Women claim independence. You can never dim the light. The day's math is understanding. I'm about to get them right. The contrast to is astral take flight. The only thing you really missing is understanding the fight. Supreme. Starring these sage and weed, I'm about to take speed and entering me, mastering 55 degrees, the deity, higher and fire and cold water, into samadhi. You can never know my body. Bars. Didn't think I was going to do it again, but here it go. Return to them bombards into the supreme flow. Respect, only move for divineness. My center point of circle can follow the line, and I manifest supreme being, embodiment, connected to the stars. Light points be my history. Manifesting, bringing back everything that's meant for me, my infantry. You don't even know who on my spirit team. I keep it lean. Move through the air like the smoke in there. Pick it out, let it go. Black fist in the afro. I'm on a horse, Geronimo, shooting a bunch of arrows on top of every pyramid, repping just like the pharaohs. I'm repping everything new. I stand in Heru. I'm repping everything new. I stand in Heru. I freed the ibis and got the bird's eye view. Yo, I freed the ibis and got the bird's eye view. Respect. Naga. Yo, I ain't about to hold y'all though. Let me get up out of here, man. I took past 35% of that bullshit. You know what I mean? But if you ain't understand what I was saying, just understand what I'm saying and support the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, share with somebody you think want to get the knowledge or whatever. You know what I mean? And if you got a topic you want me to touch up on, my information is always in the description. You can hit the email. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you send a little support so I can be motivated to the value. You already know what it is. Nah, we out of here. Hey.
Hey. With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Nagas rising cavalry. The netters are my battery. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netter instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me, connected to my astral dream. I summon other beings, all facets of me. Magician part my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back from Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Nagas rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Netters are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Nagas rising cavalry. The netters are my battery.